guys, and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who do not know, my name is Peyton. This is my little corner of the internet, and I am in my second year of dental school, which is kind of crazy to believe. I'm like, literally, I kid you not, halfway done with my first semester of second year, which might be like, come on Peyton, that's not that impressive. But considering how hard and how long each day feels, overall, I'm impressed. But today I wanted to take you through my planning routine. I feel like despite being in dental school, I keep a pretty balanced life. I do a lot. I am currently dog sitting. I babysit, not a ton this semester, but some. I go home a lot. I'm getting married soon. I forgot I took my ring off to work out, so I just put it back on, but I'm in the process of wedding planning, and yeah, I feel like I just typically do a lot. I'm on the exec board for the American Student Dental Association at our school, and that involves all the social events that I have to plan for that. So yeah, I think my planning routine is something that I've really worked out and I really appreciate, so I wanted to take you through it with me. So let's get into it. Okay, so the first most important thing with planning is my weekly calendar view. So I'll show you a couple weeks in advance because I like to kind of plan my weeks out. So this right here is what a typical week looks like. That's all just scheduled events. So I have all my scheduled events in there, exams, projects due. I have all my content that I want to film planned out, and then on the week of that event, I go through and I time block. So I have all of these little categories and things that I make with my tasks that I want to get done, and I do all of that in my Google Calendar because then it's easier to change. But then I also have my physical planner. So I'm going to kind of take you through everything on my Google Calendar first, and then we will go back and we'll take care of everything in the planner. Okay, so basically I have, on like a week that I haven't planned out too much, this is what it starts out looking. I have all my classes, I have exams filled in, I have what I'm going to observe in the clinic, I have group studies and events for school, and then up here I have all my planning. I have content, I have projects, I have quizzes, just little events and things like that. And then when it comes to the actual week, it looks more like this because I start to fill in all those little tasks as it goes through. And then, so an individual day is going to look like this, where I have classes in there, I have tasks within the classes, and yeah, I just basically try and plan out things as best as I can, and they always end up getting switched around a little bit, but that's just kind of the nature of it. The Google Calendar, but now I get to show you how I use my planner. And I have not planned for this week yet, despite the fact that it's Tuesday, so you guys are in luck. This is the current planner I'm using. I switch up my planner a lot just because I get bored, I see something I want to try, so I end up getting it. And yeah, you know, I figure if it means that I get more done, might as well do it. So on my monthly view, I keep it really simple. So I only have what is due for school. So I have when I'm going to start studying for an exam, and then I have what's due. So like, for example, today's the 3rd and I had nothing due. But tomorrow is Wednesday the 4th and I have a path quiz due. I have to do lab 6 for physical assessment, and I have 2 case studies, and I want to start studying for my next path exam. So that's how that works. And then I can just kind of look ahead and see how things are due. For weekly, I typically use this for planning out meals and my workouts. So I'm going to go ahead and fill that out, and I'll include the clips here, and then we'll circle back, okay? done with the setup. As you can tell from the look of it, I use this very functionally. It is not really used for like aesthetics. It is purely just to track like fitness and meal planning and things like that. This week I didn't really plan out lunches, I just did dinner, so I have that in there. And then yeah, so top column is meal plans. Sometimes that includes lunches, sometimes that just includes dinner. I'm not really a breakfast girl, so if I am hungry in the morning, I just eat something at that time. I don't really plan it. For workouts, I include, I am following Courtney's program through the Ladder app. So this is like my little fitness page on my home screen. So I follow the Ladder app, and I just basically went through and I included what workout is planned and then how long it's going to take, just because that helps me in terms of scheduling wise. So most of them are around 45 minutes, but it's good to know, like on Sundays when it's just like an 11-minute stretch, I add on a 45-minute walk just to, you know, get my exercise in. Make it more of an active recovery day. And then the bottom slot, I fill out my Apple Watch stats. My goals are 400 calories a day, 90 minutes of exercise, and the 12 hours of standing. So I can just mark whether or not I hit it. And I've been trying to hit 8,000 steps. It's less so like, I don't know, I'm not really like going out and walking to hit 8,000 steps, but I just want to mark if I am, because currently I'm averaging around like 5,000 and I feel like I could be doing more, but it's kind of hard because a lot of my workouts don't involve walking. So whether that's just something for me to track so I can see if I want to start adding like maybe 20 minutes on the treadmill before or after workouts, just to see. And now I'll get into the slightly more fun part, where I plan out a day. So we can plan out tomorrow and Thursday, just so you can see 2 separate days. This is what the day of my life looks like. I don't know if you can really see, but on this side there's schedule, there's to do, a gratitude, and this section up here says do. And then it allows me to plan out breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and then hydration goals. So I think technically, like, I want to do 3 water bottles, so I just kind of mark those little marks down there. I don't know if you can totally tell. Yeah, just so I can see what's like 1 water bottle would be, because for some reason it has 9 little water bottles, so I don't know if it thinks you're gonna be doing glasses or what the deal is, but I don't think anyone should be drinking 9 full water bottles unless your water bottle is very tiny. But yeah, so let me just go ahead and set this up so you can watch me fill it out. Like I said, I don't make anything in this planner really. I used to be very into like color coding and highlighting, but I'm in 12 classes, so I can't really highlight everything like the way I used to. So I don't think there's enough highlighters to cover all of my tasks. I need like 20 highlighters. So I just do it plain and we go for like that. So let me fill this out for you guys. Okay, you guys, and just like that, we are ready for the rest of the week. Typically, when it comes to my planner, I tend to leave it at home just because when I am not the kind of person that gets, how do I want to word this? I'm not the kind of person that stays at school if I'm not actively working on something for a class. So if I'm there for class or if I am working on something in the lab, I'll stay, but if I'm studying, I want to do it at home. I have a great desk, I have this space in here, like I just have space to do it here, and I don't feel like it inhibits my productivity in the way that it does for some people. So I typically leave this at home, and then I just will go through and let me find, here we go. So like this is what it will look like by the end, where I start to fill in my waters and I go through and I highlight and check off when I get things done. Sometimes I'll go through and highlight the schedule as well, but I mean that's kind of neither here nor there. But yeah, so, and then because I also have it all on my computer, I don't really need to have this, and then I'll just update it when I get back. But the biggest thing for me is just to be flexible and to be prepared. I look at things multiple weeks in advance. I already have started time blocking for 2 weeks from now, just because we have midterms coming up and I want to make sure that I'm getting everything done. And obviously that will continue to change in the next couple of weeks as I get closer and closer to exams. But with my busy schedule, I just like to be prepared, and I feel like it kind of motivates me to get things done and to stay on top of things, so I can have weeks like this where I don't have as much going on and I have more time to pre-film content and to spend time with Charles and my family, and to do things like shadowing dentists and volunteering like I'm doing later this week. If you want to see kind of more of my day-to-day use of my planner and just kind of how I get through dental school, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I typically film vlogs. I haven't stepped away from sit-down content, I just don't have as much time to film it. Vlogs are a little bit easier for me. And if you follow me on TikTok, I do a lot of day in my life vlogs where I just make them really short. They're less than a minute long, and they can kind of give you a look at a more comprehensive look of my day, because it's easier to film a little tiny clip of a class, but I can't really vlog in class for privacy reasons for my professor, and also just a little awkward to whip out the camera in a professional setting. So definitely be sure to stick around. I have a lot of exciting things coming up in October. We're a week away from the start of midterms, which I know in typically midterms are only a week, but in dental school it is about 3 to 4 weeks of midterms just because of all the classes we have. So be sure to stick around. I have a lot of fun videos coming up, like how I study, how much I study in a week, just my normal vlogs, and yeah, I'm so excited that you guys are here and I hope you stick around. Love ya. Bye.